How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another pay-per-view in our UFC save in WMMA 5, and it is UFC 292 Ferreira versus Ferguson. Now, a little bit of bad news for this pay-per-view, for the main event, I should say. Tony Ferguson missed weight for the second time in 3 fights, so he will not be eligible to win the lightweight championship, and this basically kind of takes him out of contention for the lightweight championship altogether because he's missed weight 2 straight times now. And yeah, I really don't know what else to say, unfortunately, because yeah, he missed weight for the second straight time, I should say. Missed weight against Gillespie when he was retaining the title, so we stripped him, and fights against Ferreira here for the title, and he misses weight again, so we're just gonna have to move him up a weight class, unfortunately. So our main event, unfortunately, not for the title, but we also have 2 other titles on the line, the strawweight and bantamweight titles. Nunes taking on Pena, Namajunas taking on Kibas, respectively. These are the prelims. If you want to take a look at it, we are making our way towards UFC 293. That is our next pay-per-view. Till versus Edwards. 4 title fights on that card. The flyweight, bantamweight, women's flyweight, and middleweight title. 2 England boys going at it in the main event of that one in London. That should be pretty good, but let's get straight into this one. UFC 292, Ferreira versus Ferguson. Appreciate you guys as always. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. All the good stuff. Links are down in the description below. Let's get into this pay-per-view, starting with Dominique Wooding and Luis Laurentino in, I believe, the 145 division, featherweight division. I have not been streaming much lately. I was playing Ratchet and Clank basically the entire week. Finished that. Very fun game. Open up the prelims with Dominique Wooding and Luis Laurentino. Big favorite is Wooding, and he does get the win via unanimous decision. And he's looking like a good prospect moving forward. Gina Mazzani taking on Caitlin Vieira in the bantamweight division, and it's Gina Mazzani getting a split decision over Vieira, former #1 contender. I mean, kind of favored in this one, and loses to Mazzani, who's 4-8 in the UFC. I mean, lost 3 out of her last 4, but gets a big win here today, keeping herself in the promotion. Vieira in dangerous waters now, and she's not having a good time. Andrew Todd Hunter taking on Brendan Olin Allen. Todd Hunter, only 1 loss to his name, and it's gonna not stay that way as he loses via decision to Brendan Allen. 17-5 is Allen. He's now 6-2 in the UFC, on a little bit of a winning streak now. Maxim Butorin taking on Bilal Muhammad, who just recently got a win over Damian Maia in real life. I was actually there for that fight. Crazy card, watching Nate Diaz and Leon Edwards, and 2 title fights. Happy that Brandon Moreno was able to win the title, and happy that Adesanya retained. Butorin taking on Muhammad here today, and Butorin gets a decision, or no, not a decision, a submission victory over Bilal Muhammad in round number 3. Jacare Sosa, sucks seeing him get released from the company, especially after separating his shoulder like that. But interesting to see, I should say, what will happen to him next as he takes on Jordan Young. He's not having a good time in game either, as Jordan Young TKOs Jacare in just under 4 minutes. I gotta see, imagine he might retire. He does not. Jacare still going at it at 44 years old. Jordan Young with a big win over the veteran. Derek Lewis taking on Smilinho Rama in the heavyweight division. Rama not ranked, 2-1 in the division. Derek Lewis, number 17 in the heavyweight division, but Rama gets a big win over the Black Beast. Only takes him 26 seconds to do it. Definitely very different from what's going on in real life. Derek Lewis probably fighting for the title next, but in game they don't favor him that much, probably just because he has no grappling or wrestling to his name. Probably hurts him in the long run. Elias Garcia taking on Baliad Kaurburasai in the flyweight division, and it is Kaurburasai who gets the win via submission in round 2. He's now 3-0 in his UFC career. Looking to be a good flyweight prospect is the young man from Thailand. Karol Hossa taking on Irina Degchiareva. A couple of bantamweight prospects going at it, and it's Karol Hossa getting the win via split decision in round number 3. She's now 5-7 in her UFC career. Not the best, but it is what it is. Joshua Pasio taking on Mighty Mouse Johnson. In the prelims, kind of sad what's happened to Mighty Mouse, number 12 in the division, coming off a no contest over Ulan Bekov. Before that, a win over Hector Sandoval, but he has definitely been vulnerable, to say the least, since coming back from one championship, facing off against young prospect and Joshua Pasio, and losing. Gets knocked out by Joshua Pasio in round number 3. Mighty Mouse just not doing well at all in this save for whatever reason. Yagshi Muradov taking on Khalil Roundtree in the light heavyweight division. Roundtree just 3 more wins than losses to his name, and Yagshi Muradov gets a split decision victory over Khalil Roundtree here today. Gets the first win of his UFC career over the 33-year-old Roundtree. Moving on to the main card, it is Elias Theodorou taking on Rafael Lovato Jr. in a big fight in the middleweight division. Number 9 is Rafael Lovato, has had his shot at the title already. He's coming off 2 straight losses to Till and Costa. On the other side, you have Elias Theodorou, could potentially get a title shot within the next couple of years again. Went on a little winning streak, lost to Darren Till for the title. So both these guys have recently fought for that middleweight championship, and it's our first main card fight on the pay-per-view. Everyone's paid $60, and Rafael Lovato Jr., at 39 years of age, gets the win over Elias Theodorou, unanimous decision. And yeah, he's making his climb back up to the title. Macy Chiasson taking on Holly Holm in what is more than likely going to be a title eliminator. Now, Holly Holm is 41 years old, so if she wins and she retires, I'd probably be a little pissed off, but we'll have to see. Coming off straight wins over Aldana and Spencer. And for Chiasson, the Ultimate Fighter winner at featherweight, then decided, you know what, I know I just dedicated a whole season to being a featherweight, but fuck that, I'm going to be a bantamweight. Never made sense to me. Blake, really appreciate it. After this event, can you run past some of the recent events? Absolutely, I will do that. I appreciate the subscription. Aspen Ladd, she's coming off a win over her. Like I mentioned, more than likely a title eliminator, and it is Macy Chiasson getting a unanimous decision victory over Holly Holm. So we have a new contender in Macy Chiasson. Interesting to see, because she's not exactly, a world beater, and like not exactly dominant by any means, but getting the job done here over a veteran like Holly Holm, who doesn't retire. So interestingly enough, she's going to stick around. First title fight of the afternoon, it's Thug Rose Namajunas and Amanda Ribas. Ribas, number 2 in the division. She's already had a chance at the title. She lost to Claudia Gadelha back in 2021, so about 2 years in game. After that, loses to Esparza, then wins over Andrade, Suarez, and then Jandiroba, earning her title shot here today. Thug Rose having a great time in this save, has only lost once to Weili Zhang, got that win back, and you can see, beat Gadelha, beat Zhang, and beat Esparza. Those are very good people to beat en route to continuing on as the champion. It's our first title fight. Let's get it going. Strawweight title on the line. Your referee is Herb Dean. You love to see it. Namajunas. 10 seconds in, and already Ribas is cut under her eye. Straight right head kick. It's a knockout. Ribas is down and out. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean calls a stop to the contest at 1 minute 28 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Thug Rose Namajunas, still your strawweight champion of the world. Excellent. Moving on, Amanda Nunes defending her bantamweight championship against the interim champion in Juliana Pena. We are going to be unifying these titles. Pena, 33 years of age. She's more than likely going to be fighting next against Amanda Nunes in real life as well. And Amanda Nunes, 16-1 in her UFC career. Has only lost to Kat Zingano of all people. I mean, look at that. Crazy. Aspen Ladd, GDR, Sarah McMahon, Felicia Spencer, all her victims in this save. She's only fought 4 times in about, 3 years. So, yikes. Pena winning the interim championship against Jojua. Before that, beat Ronda Rousey, beat Holly Holm. That's all you need to do. She's got herself a championship opportunity against the Lioness. Let's get into it. Your referee is also Herb Dean. Thoughts on Anderson Silva? I was pumped. Me and my parents actually bought that pay-per-view, and I was fully in the tank for Anderson Silva. I'm a Mexican, but we Mexicans don't really claim Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We love Senior, but we do not like Junior because he's kind of a prick, very unprofessional, has some problems with the law and stuff like that, so we don't claim him. So it was very, very happy on my end to watch Silva beat him convincingly too in a professional boxing match. So awesome that Silva won, and hopefully it opens up new opportunities for him. Get a little bit of a payday, so he can live out the rest of his life comfortably. First round basically over here between Nunes and Pena. But yeah, I think he wants to fight Roy Jones Jr., and he can definitely do that. Pena looking for a takedown, and he gets it to end the round. First round apparently goes to Nunes, though. What'd you guys think of... powerful right hook. That shot rocks her. Oh, Nunes wanting to finish this quickly, and it looks like she does. Ladies and gentlemen, Herb Dean calls a stop to this contest at 39 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Amanda Lioness Nunes. She does it again. Only her 4th or 5th fight in this save, and she keeps on winning. What'd you guys think of Ige versus Korean Zombie, if you guys saw it? I'm pretty stoked that Korean Zombie won, not gonna lie. I've always been a fan of his. Carlos Diego Ferreira and Tony Ferguson in our main event. Again, Tony Ferguson missed weight, so he's not eligible for the title. So there's really not much to fight for. Ferreira, gonna remain the champion no matter what happens, but kind of sucks that he's not gonna, have the luxury of defending his title, etc., etc. Let's go ahead and get this main event underway. Yves Levine, your referee. Sorry about that. Do not know what happened. Little pop-up over in my corner there. Nothing coming of those strikes. Uh-oh. Vicious elbow to the face. Ferreira choosing to shoot. Takedown is successful. Back to the center. Under a minute left to go in round number 1. Misses a left hand in the exchange. 2 quick punches. Not much going on. Round 1 expires, and it goes to Ferguson. Start of round number 2. Beauty of a straight right. Ferreira gets suckered in. Can't land. Beautiful right uppercut. Uh-oh. Ferguson might have broken his hand. Ferreira hits the mat. Oh, this is not good. Oh, man. Ferguson trying to get in a knee bar. He can't get it. Man, Ferguson, what terrible luck. Just missing weight. Twice now. Arm triangle. Ferreira fights off. Zombie looking good. Moves forward with implementing his grappling more into fights. See him getting a title shot, prolonging his career. Hope so. I love Korean Zombie. It sucks that he had to, basically put his career on hold, like all the Korean fighters do. Doing that mandatory military service, which is kind of bullcrap, but it is what it is. Ferreira backing away. Ferreira going for a takedown. He gets it. Uh-oh, submission attempts. Ooh. Halfway through round number 3. Excuse me for yawning a little bit. It's about 11 p.m. where I'm at. I can imagine it's later where you guys are. Happy Father's Day to anyone that might be a father watching. Minor strikes. Round 3 comes to an end, and Ferguson's up on all scorecards, which is terrible because he can't win the title, and it's definitely not going to look good on Ferreira's part if he loses. Oh man, Ferreira's hurt. Oh man, Ferreira eats a big elbow. Both men coming together. But I mean, geez, Ferguson, come on. You got to be more professional than that. We're moving him up to welterweight. Or not welterweight, maybe super lightweight. Guillotine. Hold is released. Yikes. Ferreira's definitely a baller. Not tapping out for anything. But it looks like he's more than likely going to lose this fight unless he can somehow get a stoppage. Round 5, quick left jab, right hook. Halfway through the round. Side control, trying to catch his breath. Final 60 seconds of the round. Ferguson doesn't allow it. Fight is over. Yikes. Tony Ferguson is your winner by unanimous decision, which means absolutely nothing. He missed weight. Does he get a reserve title shot in a heavier division? Well, the next one is 165, which would be super lightweight. But I mean, I don't want to reward him from him missing weight. $30 million off pay-per-view, so pulled in a good decent amount of money. Love to see that. Let's see if there's any no fantastic fights. So we'll give this give it to the ladies. No, we'll give it to the flyweights here. Yeah, give it to the flyweights. Why not? Why not? And then Rose gets performance bonus. Rama gets a performance bonus. Oh, actually, no. Fight of the night. There you go. And then give one to Jordan Young. All right. Nice $35 million profit. Love to see it. Highest paid fighters, Amanda Nunes, Tony Ferguson, Rose Namajunas. We're going to update our rankings, and then we are going to sign off, and we'll let you guys know what kind of fight cards you can expect in the coming week or so. Again, appreciate you guys, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified anytime that I upload new videos. I'm looking to upload a new video at least once every 2 days. Used to be every day, but I kind of like to nowadays let videos breathe a little bit more, you know, give them a little bit of time for everyone to watch them. Ron Weasley having a fight, and Ron Weasley wins TKO. Excellent. Don't want to see this. These are all just WEC guys that I'm going to see the results for anyways. I need to be more careful about that, making sure that I'm skipping all that stuff. The game's going to take a lot longer to load in between days now that we're like a little farther in. The only thing I can do to try to counter that is delete companies at that point, you know, or buy companies out and then just dissolve them, because that'll give less, you know, processing, you know. But it is what it is. By the way, how are my guys? We'll take a look at that in a second once I can take a look at these rankings. Did you just look up a walkthrough? I think there's just like a... There should be like a jump. There should be like a wall jump thingy. That's what that is over there. Sorry, my girlfriend's playing Ratchet and Clank. You gotta just hop on top of a box and then jump on it. You have to be good at platforming. So hop on the small box and then hop on the big box. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, babe. You'll figure it out. Anyways, let's go ahead and update these rankings. I already platinumed that game, so I mean, I know what I'm talking about in regards to that game. So, in the heavyweight division, Derek Lewis down to number 24. Light heavyweight, Saba Hosh is in the rankings. Yagshi Muradov moves up to number 22. Middleweight, Levada moves up to number 7. Theodoru down to number 10. Welterweight, no movement. At lightweight, everyone moves up, and I think it's because someone... No, it's because... I think it's because we took out Tony Ferguson. Yep. We took out Tony Ferguson, so he's no longer in that division. Nothing at featherweight. Bantamweight, Dominic Wooding is in there now at number 24. I mean, big win over Nurmagomedov, so makes sense. Flyweight, Cal Bursa in at number 20. Love to see it. Joshua Pasio moving up to number 11. Mighty Mouse down to number 16. Bantamweight, Pena moves down. Jojua moves up a little bit. Chiason up to number 6. Homewoolly moves down to number 4. Cool, I guess. And then at strawweight, Nama Yunus still number 1. And Stamp Fairtex is our new number 1 contender. After going 6-0, the 25-year-old is next in line for Rose Namajunas. So that's going to do it for this. Next time I see you guys will be for UFC Fight Night Dos Santos versus Pavlovich. Also got Reyes versus Serkinov, Gamrot versus Oliveira 2, and it is all going to culminate into UFC 293 Till versus Edwards. I'm AZ Plow 21. You guys have a good one. I'll see you at the fights.